use his head a little bit where it's like, yo, bro, if all this shit is happening, why double down on it? You feel what I'm saying?
Louis I does, Gucci I does, DR does, but I block it just me and my buzz. I got pop to give.
Bro, Brody going through it right now. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, bro. I hate getting on this shit and then this shit take mad long to load, bro. Yo, gang. I just want to react to my video, gang.
They got my mom's phone number, telling her that we know where you live. I want to be the bigger person. I don't want to just, crash out.
Nah, we ran. Say all these we snitching. We ran, bro. We snitching, bro.
Things that
wait, I tell you,
Mari, girl, Mari, suck my you ugly.
Nah, this nigga tweaked on the live. He tweaked on the live. Nah, he tweaked on the live.
It's brought to my attention. He called someone up and was like, yo. How do you feel about Mari? They gonna be like, yeah, I like Mari. She cool. He gonna be like, I don't with that. So this is not your first time calling me out my name.
Recently, Rakai has gone live and made the entire situation that everybody was on his side for 10 times worse, turning
don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that.
Entire internet against him. Again, having even the streaming community do a complete 180 because of his most recent actions on his most recent stream, talking about the entire Mr. Beast event. And since this is a part 2, I advise you to go watch the first video I made on this entire situation so you can get the full context, because I will only be doing a short recap of the most relevant information. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we just start from the very beginning with who even are all these people involved and how did we get here?
Why you keep one for me?
No, because you're bad energy, bro.
I didn't even watch not one episode. Yo, I'm such a bad reactor, bro. I should have dead saw this, and I didn't even watch one episode of it, gang. I keep it a buck. Like, I didn't watch not one episode about it.
You're bad energy.
People just don't like you because your reputation. They're like, nah, we're not doing no with this.
Bro, I'm like the most hated person, bro.
Yeah, you up there.
If I have a chance, I'm getting him out. Yep. He needs to leave.
Mr. Beast was hosting his 50 streamer challenge, and after the events of the said challenge,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Mr. Beast knew what he was doing when he had like different streamers and different type of energies in the room, bro. It was something bound to happen, bro. It was going to be a couple situations coming out of that.
A bunch of people online were getting a ton of hate, but no one liked Rakai because of how he was acting towards specific streamers while he was in there, like saying womp womp to Mari, forcibly getting somebody out during the challenge, along with basically doing a Fortnite reload dance pack on somebody after they got eliminated. And this caused the online space to start making crazy comments attacking him left and right. Honestly, pretty unwarranted because,
I mean, unless he didn't drag it, do people not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people showboat during shit like this, right? But you know Rakai, he probably just doubled down on shit, probably dragged it, all types of shit. But I'm just saying, like, people talk shit though. Like, that's a regular thing, like in a sporting event. When you're trying to, like, when it's like a battle royale or it's something you win out of something, like, there's gonna be somebody that feels like they're better and they're gonna just talk shit, bro.
a lot of the stuff that he was actually doing during the event was very tame for how Rakai normally acts. And the internet was actually on his side, with a bunch of people even sticking up and defending him one after another because they felt like what he was doing and what he was getting hate for was truly unjustified. Unfortunately for Rakai though too, we had to wait for his response because he didn't speak up first day or make a stream appearance or talk about the event at all. He just let all of the hate simmer and most recently came back on his stream to voice his opinions on everything that had been going on.
Bigger person, I want to be the bigger person, and I don't want to just, crash out, say all these little things that, cause I want to be the bigger person, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the bigger person today, bro. I want to be the bigger person. So y'all probably hear like, oh my God, yes, Rakai, say what you gotta say. And the third, I just want to be the bigger person for the first time. And chat, this is the first time I ever got this much hate and I did nothing wrong. Let's be honest, chat. This is the first time I ever got this much hate.
I feel like a lot of people are just annoyed with him. Like there's not really obviously there's a reason he does do annoying shit. Obviously, if you're paying for like a big amount of bread, somebody showboating in front of you, you're gonna feel some type of way. I feel like they're just annoyed because they're just like the age is from 20 to 25 and he just kind of does little kid shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like he just does little kid shit. And I don't know, people say, yeah, bro, people allow it, this and that. Bro, I feel like this little nigga's not hearing none of that. Like, it's just nobody that could, like, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's just going too far now. People, this is kind of his image now, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what gains him views.
Do nothing wrong except for try to win the
His little ass be losing me.
Can we all just admit this real quick? Can we all just go up real quick? I didn't do nothing wrong. All I did was try to win. I'm sorry I'm competitive. I'm sorry I'm trying to win. I'm sorry I'm trying to win. And now, I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. To everybody, I'm sorry.
This was the beginning of a response and felt like it was actually going to be a good starting place. For the first time in my life, I was actually going to see a mature response from somebody I wasn't expecting at all. Normally Rakai crashes out, normally he yells at the top of his lungs, normally he goes after people who actually really didn't even do anything. But starting off your response like this left a lot of hope for not only me, but a lot of people on the internet thinking that he was actually going to take a mature route and not feed into the delusion / perception that a lot of people already have for him. And then he did a complete 180 and started talking like this.
Bro, how old is the I eliminated?
Bro, the nigga double back. Yo, bro, it's just like, yo, when you talk about a situation too much, that's when you get to saying stupid shit at a certain point. You feel what I'm saying? He should have just left it there. Yo, chat, let's go do something else. Let's do our next segment. You heard? Once you get it talking about it too much, now you're gonna say, now you saying too much. It's like being in an interrogation room, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Abris, 40 years old, man. Talk to me.
But once again, I'm not the target audience. Some people think that shit is funny. He pissed me off the same way Speed used to. But I ain't gonna lie. I feel like certain people do this for people to watch them. And then when they get older, they kind of change their content. Like, it's a phase. I feel like it's a phase that literally everybody goes through. Like, everybody that's a big streamer or a name in this shit, like, they do something annoying or something like, you know what I'm saying? They do something annoying and it's their image for a minute and then they change it all around. He's probably not going to be doing the same thing in the next 3 years, bro. Next 3-4 years.
Hey, bro, you 40 years old, gang. Talking about something. You had no mercy for Abraham. Abraham, it's $1 million. And get me wrong, bro. Abraham, bro. We talked on the challenge. Talking about something. Oh, mercy for Abraham. Shut up. I'm talking about mercy for Abraham, bro. And guess what? It was 3 against 1 the last challenge. Yeah, I promise you, chat. Everybody was trying to take me out. You know what I'm saying? He's old too, bro. Why the f*** you about me?
Nah, he started tweaking on Yo, he started
you know what I'm saying? Can we just 1v1? Evenly, 1v1, me, you 1v1. Bing, bing, bing.
Even a crash out like this is actually pretty mature for Rakai. The last time I saw him crash out on somebody, he was talking about their deceased pets and laughing about it.
But also, I feel like, yo, bro, people are expecting too much out of a kid. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's not, I ain't gonna say like, oh yeah, his mom's not, like, bro, he's in a situation where he's making a lot of money and not a lot of people can say shit to him. So it's just like, yo, bro, y'all expecting him to have a mature response or to be mature. And it's just not gonna happen, gang. It's just not gonna happen. Like,
womp womp and talking about why it was their fault. So seeing stuff like this is actually a very big improvement and moving in the right direction. Now, did he call out some people like, your rage, you really didn't do anything wrong? I guess, but it's not like they're gonna take it that seriously. And these are actually streamers who are cool with each other. So it's just a light joke in the industry. A response like this was genuinely expected, as Rakai is normally a crash out in the first place. And people were expecting him to go a lot harder because of all the hate they were seeing online. Genuinely, if you scroll through any Twitter space or again, even some of his photos on IG and looked at the comments, people were dropping racist imagery, calling him the horde or saying some of the worst things possible. And even
I ain't gonna lie, and also you gotta think about it this way, bro. This is a kid. He's probably getting, this is the most hate that he's ever gotten. And y'all expect him to be mature in this situation, bro. And then to put the cherry on top, it's like no streamer likes the nigga, gang. But it's also, I don't know. It's like also he does gotta grow up, like at some point, because now it's just gonna get to a point where it's just like, yeah, he might burn bridges that might be fucked up in the future. You feel me?
Up and talked about how it wasn't even just him, but everybody who was associated with him, even his mother at times.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, chat. I get hate oftenly. I'm gonna keep it buck, bro. I get hate oftenly. I'm gonna keep it stacked. But it's levels to hate, gang. It's niggas texting me, bro.
shit gonna start there. That's what I'm saying. I feel like at a certain point, he has to realize in his head, like, yo, bro, okay, maybe I'm just doing often. I thought I was bugging. That's not a word, right? That's not a word. But I feel like it's gonna get to a point where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna get to an age where he wants to change up the content. It's kind of gonna be like an Aiden Ross situation. And like, you feel what I'm saying? Aiden Ross is in a I'm pretty sure in a great position in streaming right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like now he kind of wants to gain friends, and it's just like, yo, bro, you have such a bad rep. We can't even be around you, kind of. I feel like the brand risk shit kind of helps now, though. I keep it a buck.
GTA, Twitch, chill. I'm gonna say GTA. It's niggas texting my phone and saying, I hope somebody you and your whole intestines blow up so you have no open casket. I'm seeing niggas saying, yo, if you ever go out the country, and
these are definitely kids his age, bro. No bullshit.
Catch you, I'm on everything I love. This nigga's calling me the hard R. This niggas, they got my mom phone number, telling her that we know where you live, and you step out the house, I'm gonna you in GTA.
Yo, but I ain't gonna lie though. This is where it's stupid, right? And where he should kind of use his head a little bit. Where it's like, yo, bro, if all this shit is happening, why double down on it? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, fuck this guy. You know his com. You don't even know his com. Like y'all got two completely different communities. And if this was happening to my mother, I ain't gonna lie. At least I ain't talking shit until I can see my mother. Like, I know she's in my sight, gang. Or she's in like the vicinity. I can't take that risk, gang. I just can't. Yeah.
I will get death threats. Everybody in Chloe getting death threats, my nigga. You feel me? Like, it's like, this shit is like unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
Now, does Rakai need to go around saying F you to every person that doesn't like him or anybody in that streamer event? Not really, but you understand where his mind is coming from when you see the amount of hate he is.
I ain't gonna lie, when you make it vocal, when you be like, yeah, I don't like him, I want to get him out, like, it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of antagonizing him. You know what I'm saying? It's just also like, you at a certain age, just don't entertain shit, bro. If he's annoying, bro. Like, this is a kid, bro. This is like your little cousin or some shit. Think of it that way. I think niggas don't think of it that way because he's a big streamer. And they kind of do hold him at such a, like, I would say a high standard to where it's like, oh yeah, he has to be mature. He has to have a certain image. You gotta think about it. Niggas making this much money, you're gonna do a lot of dumb shit, bro. A lot of dumb shit. Rappers say it in their songs all the time. Yeah, bro, I blew my first 500,000. I did this, I did that. It's a lot of dumb shit you gonna do when you don't got an answer to nobody. You feel what I'm saying?
The fact that people are now going to his mother, other people in his family, like all of that stuff is so unnecessary over a Mr. Beast game. And honestly, even for the most part of the way that Rakai was calling certain people out.
And the funny thing is that he probably would have still got the death threats if he would have won the event. It probably would have been even way worse. Like, say if he would have pulled up, did nothing, acted regular, and he would have won the event, because he's so unlikable, it would have been more death threats, I feel like. Feel me?
People were still on his side. The internet was still backing him, saying that this level of hatred, racism, and all this stuff that's going on is so unnecessary for what actually happened. People competing in a game and being competitive while doing it does not warrant this type of response. And so we got to one of his outbursts that targeted another streamer named Mari.
I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. To everybody, I'm sorry. Mari, shut the fuck. Listen, to the Maya girl. Wait, chat. No, Mari girl. Mari. Suck my dick, you ugly bitch. Fuck you. Cause that's the look that I'm gonna say right there. Is fuck you. Because I'm looking back at the
nigga say, yo.
I'm looking back at what she was saying and all this bad energy and shit. I'm just like, wow. You know? Fuck.
Yo, no way he just pulled off the white card. My son just code switched. Yo, what the hell? Yo, did Buddy just code switch?
You bitch! Fucking Mari. What the fuck? I really actually, kind of fuck with you and shit like that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. And that's why you get it. That's what you get. You lost. And that's why you cried about it, too. I ain't crying, nigga.
Now, out of everybody in the streaming community that might give Rakai hate, out of everybody online that was
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Rakai was it was a moment in that event where he was just like, yo, fuck it. If I ain't gonna win, I'm getting my clips, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
I mean, and even the people that were actually there for the reason of him being eliminated and their communities being the ones that caused him hate, person that he went after was Mari, which for anyone who is unaware of who Mari is, she is a pretty prominent streamer nowadays, but it came up in the WRL community as a mod for Dante and Your Rage, was even prominent in Discord segments they might have, or in some viral clips of Your Rage or I'm Dante crashing out because of stuff that people were saying to her or stuff that was happening to her as well. And she was even in some notable dramas with people like Tay Too Smooth because of how people were acting towards her. So this is someone that a lot of people in this space already have a good rapport with, and a lot of people on the internet did not take that well because they felt like she didn't really do anything. There were so many people actually doing stuff to Rakai, saying rude things, and actively feeding and adding on to a lot of the negativity that was piling onto his name, and Mari really wasn't one of those people. You're probably sitting here thinking like, hey, she had to have said something during the event that made him upset, or she had to say something after that definitely rubbed him the wrong way, but in all reality, in most of the clips where she's talking about the event, while she might have a couple of comments here and there, it's nothing too bad, especially when you compare it to the stuff that was actually happening and the way that people were actually attacking his name.
It was an experience.
Love you, Mari.
Womp, 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 womp. Cry about it.
And with that, 7
And he over here talking about some womp, womp, womp. You was in my ear the entire time, Rakai. Talking about some, you didn't do it. You didn't do that. What is she doing? The whole time. Imagine having somebody in your ear like, you sound like a Tasmanian devil in my ear the whole time, bro. Respectfully. Oh my gosh, the whole video, he a villain, bro. I'm not even mad about it though, because I'm gonna be
Bro, it's like so many sides to the story. It's like, yo, bro, I don't even know what to believe at this point. You heard? Maybe niggas just gotta go watch the shit. I don't know, bro.
honest. I'm so grateful for the experience. I made it real far. And I'm not gonna lie, I did cry because it's like, it was just a lot of emotions at once, okay? Because I am the smallest streamer there,
Yo,
right?
but my
And
thing is this though. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, okay, somebody woke up to you. Maybe this person's annoying, right? And then they be like, yeah, bro, I just don't like your bad energy. That's fake talking shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's fake talking shit. Yo, that's fake talking shit. Like, I woke up to somebody, right? I've never met you before. Okay, maybe I'm showboating against other niggas. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is a situational thing. Like, certain people could say certain things, and then when it's the annoying person doing it, it kind of gets a worse effect. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because he's annoying, it gets a worse effect. I ain't gonna lie.
I still did so good.
But
Yeah.
like me personally, if I go over there and everybody's vocally like, yeah, I don't like you, I ain't gonna lie. I might turn the spot up. I ain't gonna lie. Why would I not? Nobody like me in this shit anyway. What the fuck?
I was just really emotional. And then also because Rakai was in my ear, he was selling me. I can't lie. I am so a little salty about that. And I told him literally after. I was like, hey, I was mad at you. I'm not gonna lie, because you was in my ear and you wouldn't be quiet. And I told him what it was.
The first biggest problem that a lot of people have with what Rakai had said initially to respond to what Mari was saying was the fact that he made it seem like he was oblivious to everything that was going on. But as you can see in that response right there, before even Rakai hopped on the stream, she admitted that she even talked to him after scenes and said the exact same thing she just said to us on her stream to him. So he is aware of the things that she said, and he knows that she said certain things about him. So the fact that he got on stream and act like, oh yeah, I don't know why, I'm just now seeing she's saying I got bad energy, she's saying I got this, man, it's just forget about her is crazy. Along with the fact
she must have said that because, I guess he was being annoying. Like he was in her ear. I guess.
Wow, she might have called him out his name and said that he is a Tasmanian devil. I don't know if that warrants this man saying fuck you and calling her a bitch. That is a little unnecessary, but that's also on the same level that Rakai normally is on. He's taking it one step further when he truly doesn't need to, and even responding to stuff like what Mari is saying and what Mari has said on her stream, when there is a way bigger issue he should be addressing and focusing on that a lot more people would have had his back with. Now that he's turning a lot of energy and focus and hate onto her, it doesn't make any real sense, because he literally just said that he is dealing with people going crazy at him, sending him a bunch of hate that he feels like is unwarranted. Then it will do a complete 180 and basically do the same thing to her by sending her a ton of hate that is pretty unnecessary.
We're in there for 2 whole days. You guys,
Like I feel like I don't know. Bro's just kind of burning bridges right now. I feel like bro's burning bridges, but it's just like he doesn't realize it right now. That's what I think. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be of course the older streamers, they see what it is. They're gonna take it for what it is. Like, yo, it's Rakai, he's young, he's gonna do dumb shit, he's gonna do this, that. But like for some of the younger streamers, that's like around his age or a little bit older than him, they're gonna see that as annoying as shit. They're gonna see that as annoying as shit.
And before I said that comment, all right, he was coming up to me, not once, not twice, but multiple times, coming up to me saying, "You're gonna get out next round. I'm gonna get you out." Multiple times, unwarranted. I ain't do nothing to this nigga. You think I'm not gonna? Is that? What do you call that? Bad energy? What energy is that? That's not good energy. After I told him, "Hey, don't come with me like with that. Please don't come with me with that, because I'm trying to win." Of course, I'm gonna call that bad energy, and I'm gonna play the game and get this nigga out. Because why would I want him to continue to be in the game and he doing this shit around me? I don't see an issue with that.
Okay, so that makes sense now. Now that makes sense. That makes sense.
Competitive energy. Oh, and me trying to get him out is competitive energy too. It's a game. We were in a cube. It's a Mr. Beast video, for fuck's sake. I didn't know this shit get that deep. Why is everyone making it deep? It's not that deep. Confronted him after he won. Congratulations. I can't lie though. I was trying to get you out. I was saying stuff to get you out. I was trying to get you out to everybody. Okay? He gonna look at me, it's cool, it's whatever, it's cool, it's okay. If he had a problem with it, he could have said it right then and there. He was aware that I was trying to get him out. This is nothing new. Guess what? After I confronted him and apologized and congratulated him on winning, the same night of the—
Wait, he won the event? He won? I thought your rage won.
that shoot after we ended. We went back to the hotel. It's brought to my—
I guess it was the game. I guess the game for that day.
He called someone up and was like, yo, how do you feel about Mari? They gonna be like, yeah, I like Mari, she cool. He gonna be like, I don't fuck with that bitch. So this is not your first time calling me out my name. You know what I could have done when I reacted to that video? I could have brought that up, but I didn't. When I didn't even know you said womp womp. And I think my reaction to that is valid because it's like, he was in my ear the whole time, distracting me the whole video.
Unwarranted and unnecessary hate is a very big thing, especially when the content creator that's pushing that hate onto another person is already dealing with the ramifications that can come from that. While it might not be on the exact same scale, you just knowingly pushing that hate towards another creator for something that could have just been brushed off or something that really wasn't that deep is a very weird and odd thing to do. And I say immature, but Rakai has done this several times over and over again to the point it's starting to get old and stale. So when he had this Mr. Beast event thing first happen, a bunch of people were giving him hate for what felt like no reason. We felt like it was going to be a whole new stage and a whole new reform for Rakai. While he might act out crazy and might do these random things, he was actually getting a justified hate for once and could understand why it's truly bad and why he probably wouldn't want to push it.
I ain't gonna lie. Saying fuck you is kind of crazy, bro. Because some people take that person, for certain people, that's like words that you can never come back from. I ain't gonna lie, of course, when you joking around, like I said, not everybody joke the same. So he's probably seeing that as like, yeah, bro, they're gonna get over it, fuck it. But some people don't, bro. Some people hold that grudge for a really long time, bro. It's crazy.
To another person, yet he immediately does that in his response video.
Like you just gotta respect that too. That's another thing. You just gotta respect it, bro, because everybody's different, bro.
A ton of backlash for it, which is all pretty warranted. What makes this all 10 times worse, so people are falling back on the tried and true excuses that they had for Rakai, which even I will admit I have fallen back on in certain videos I made about him, which is the fact that he is 17, he's still a kid, so at the end of the day, he's just gonna be immature.
The he's only 17 thing is not gonna stick for long. His behavior is not improving, okay? And no one is correcting it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'll take the heat. I'll take the hate for saying this shit because everyone's enabling him. No one's speaking out against it, all of this. He already called Cutie a bitch and disrespecting her event that she invited him to. Like what? How long is 17?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, the post that had me crying was DDG shit. Yo, he was like, yo, you telling me I got dressed up and all this other shit just for me to lose? Yo, that shit had me crying. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie.
17 gonna be able to be applied to him. It's, bro, when he turned 18, now what? And this is not even coming out of like a area of like hate or anything for him. I was once a 17-year-old on the internet. I was annoying, but guess what? I'm not as annoying anymore, okay? Like, what the heck? That was an excuse for when I was moderating people's chats and everything, and I was fucking being annoying. No one was like, but she's only 17. Stop. No one gave a fuck. I still got death threats, and it's still crazy how you went on stream after being like, yeah, I'm getting death threats, racism, everything, man. And then you did a 180, and you sent hate my way in front of 20,000 people. Yeah, just a reminder.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about that. Yo, 20,000 people fake crazy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, 20,000 people fake is crazy. Cause that's some of the people that's gonna be watching in the future, believe it or not. But like, luckily the internet has a love and hate thing. So, you know what I'm saying? as time goes by, I feel like it's not going.
Videos are edited. You guys don't see the whole thing. You guys are not there. We literally sat down and talked to Rakai, and tried to pick out his thoughts and say the way he's moving is not like the best way to move, and that he needs to improve on his behavior inside the cube. Me, Jason, Chris, Josh, Yana, everyone was there talking to him, and he's just hard-headed. He don't want to listen.
The thoughts that are being voiced right now by Mari have been being voiced
But
since
like,
Rakai.
also, it's just like, what do you? Everybody came from, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody came from like kind of a different situation. Rakai went big. He was on Kai's Mafia-thon by himself, no parents, no nothing. So it's not gonna be the only person that could really tell him wrong is Kai. If you really want to think about it, I guess, because he the only person I know that we've seen that has direct connections with his mom, this and that. But now it's just he's literally about to be at that age where nobody can really tell him nothing. So people might say he's enabling. It is enabling, but also it's just like, yo, bro, it's just like it's nobody to kind of correct him to start with. You feel what I'm saying?
I had came on the internet. Much people have been saying his behavior is outrageous, and they gave him the excuse of,
and it's not because I don't want to say, and it's not because, oh yeah, his mother's not in his life or he doesn't have a parent. It's because, yo, bro, once you get to a certain point, like I'm gonna just say blame. Once you get to a certain stature and you make a certain amount of money and you can fend for yourself, it's just like nobody can really tell you shit, gang. Or that's how anybody would feel.
he's just 16. He is going to improve.
They first time. I'm gonna say that.
Be all right. Then he got around
Kai
Sinad and his collective.
Yeah,
it was still acting the exact same way, hoping that Kai and the people that he was around would definitely give him some sort of counseling to tell him that he needs to improve his behavior in some way. And yet he still found himself in controversy. He still found himself in drama, and it was mainly because of his behavior, how he was behaving, and how he was being immature. But this time he was around the Clover Boys, a bunch of crash outs, and basically doing the exact same things they do, just overall enabling his behavior with really no signs of improvement at any point in time. And truly, there is no amount of excuses you can give to his age, because he has a ton of people around him who are trying to be role models in some way, and yet it's not improving at all. And again, originally a bunch of people were
but also what also plays a factor is that people watch shit like this. Like, I think people kind of forget that, like, bro, he's at a certain level, or so many people's watching him for a reason, gang. For a reason, whether y'all find it corny, whether y'all don't. Like I said, I wouldn't do some shit like this, but like, I can see why people watch this. People like negativity, gang. And he just keep providing it. Everybody wants him to change and be on a more positive route. But like I said, not everybody could be the same. Not everybody could be like, oh yeah, fucking positive TV show Kai Sinat, gang. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that's just, I feel like this is just one of those situations where it's just like, yo, bro, I'm building my community off this, bro. People watch me for this. Y'all want me to stop, but literally I have 20,000 people in here because of this.
side defending him, and those exact same people immediately switched their tune when they saw he was acting towards Mari.
I feel like this is a little aggressive. Man. Rakai, man, we need you to. I could hire a therapist, brother. Maybe we have a sit down. Maybe you have a sit down. I could get it for you. What's going on, man? Everything I've seen.
What's going on, man?
Rakai, I saw your social security number on Twitter yesterday, bro. With your.
What the fuck?
Address and your full bank statements and everything from this guy who I couldn't understand it. It wasn't in English.
But he is surrounded literally by adults, and they do need to, like, it's not necessarily like telling him to not be himself, but nigga, move better. You just gotta move better. It's like no one's there to really talk to him. No one's there or has that, he don't got that much respect for anybody there to actually sit down and listen to them. Like, literally, I don't know.
No way, he's wilding. Y'all say he only 17? Rakai, bro, in my opinion, bro, come on, bro. We calling our queens bitches, bro. We can't be doing that, man. We can't be doing that.
The Max nigga gang, the Max nigga. Yo, the Max nigga again.
Yeah, man, we can't be doing that, man. Come on.
A lot of
This
people have
nigga
this
don't take
constant
nothing serious, bro.
issue with Rakai, his age, how he acts, and the moves that he makes. So he has such a big following, influence, and a bunch of people around him that can definitely support and guide him in the right direction. It just seems like with every controversy, no matter if it's initially handled well, no matter if people are initially on Rakai's side, he finds a way to flip the entire script and somehow make everybody from every corner of the internet start to dislike him all over again. And it never truly makes any sense until you really dissect the fact that he is not having any people actually either be good role models for him or actually try to discipline him, which at the end of the day, while people may call him a kid, at 17, you could definitely comprehend and do things that you're supposed to do and understand the things that you're actually doing. And he just shouldn't be moving the way that he is, and he doesn't seem to truly care, because at the end of the day, he still has a following. At the end of the day, he still has a house full of people that are going to motivate him to do the stuff that he does, and even at certain points enable the bad behaviors that he has, and he still is going to have a bunch of people talking about him, but his name is going to be relevant for time.
I also feel like at a certain point, people just don't even care about relationships. Like, of course, they're gonna act like they do for the views. Yeah, bro, I wish I could collab with people with this, but they really don't give a fuck, gang. I keep it a buck. Like, at a certain point, it's just like, yo, bro, I got this shit by myself. I got the views. I got this. I got that, bro. It's just like, why would I give a fuck about, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm in a group and I got a bunch of niggas that, like, I really fuck with. Like, I wouldn't expect him to give a fuck about any other friendships. You feel what I'm saying? Or give a fuck what other people have to say. Like, of course, it's cool to collab with the I'm Dantes and the Your Ages and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't think he gives a fuck about that. So, like I said, he could burn the bridge and it just be that, bro. And he's still gonna go up. Like, people still gonna
especially
watch
if he
him.
keeps acting like this. Well, I would hope instead that
What's
he
the
would
word,
have
Moss?
like an entire recovery, like someone such as I
Who the
Show
fuck's
Speed,
supposed
who
to
started off
discipline
on the
him besides
internet
his
being
mother?
crazy, being wild, having some of the most outrageous clips, and even getting banned for the crazy things that he said. And nowadays is able to go to NFL games, be a
Bro, the nigga, I heard the nigga leak LaMelo Ball's number, and then he had like a gimmick of him going to jail, gang, and that shit went crazy, bro. Like I said, people feed off shit like this, bro. They really do, bro. And everybody thinks, like, I feel like people make this mistake of like thinking everybody gives a fuck. Like, Rakai probably does not give one fuck. You feel what I'm saying?
full soccer mogul, travel across the world. I just truly don't see that happening for Rakai because he doesn't really have people around him who seem to be enabling a changing type of behavior.
He's literally a child. He's an immature child. There's no maturity in his bones at all. You're saying, you said before Reem met you, he was wilding, but now he's good. So why ain't Rakai good after being around AMP and Clover? They just let him wild out. I don't know what Rakai does. I don't know who Rakai is around entirely the entire day. I know that I've held Reem accountable when Reem said some day-room shit to me in the car. And I was thinking to myself, ooh, I'm about to send this nigga back to fucking trenches. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, bro,
nah, this nigga is day room. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You say shit like that? Yo, I would've been tight, bro. I would've sat there in the car like, yo, damn, bro, this nigga really, like, wow.
Nigga is a kid, bro. He doesn't know any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to actually have somebody who is grown and mature, who used to be a crash out, to show niggas that it's not the way. But if a crash out is a round of a crash outs, what do you think is gonna if an image
That's what you got. Clover. That's what you got.
Teenager is around a bunch of other crash outs who are older than him, what is he gonna be entitled or enforced to do? Crash out, right?
I feel like every time I talk about Rakai, it's the same conversation over and over again with the same played out excuses over and over again. At a certain point, these excuses aren't going to have any more weight to them. At a certain point, these conversations are going to stop happening. It's going to affect him in ways that he probably doesn't like, which he focuses on content a lot. If it starts affecting his content, his relationships with certain people, then he'll definitely want to make it.
But like I said, bro, I feel like this is one of those situations where it's just like, yo, bro, people mistake. People like have it mistaken thinking he gives a fuck, gang. Like I said, the only people that like I would say like, yo, Rakai really collab with and got big numbers off of is obviously AMP. But he be fake pulling numbers by himself and the Clover niggas in the crib and they all act the same. And every like some may be worse than others, but like they all act the same. So it's just like, yo, bro, why would I give a fuck? If I'm him as a 17-year-old that's immature, it's just like, yo, bro, why would I give a fuck?
Bigger change. If it starts affecting sponsorships he's able to get,
That shit is crazy though. Damn, the video about that. Bro, I thought this shit was damn near a documentary. I haven't reacted to a video this long in God knows how long. But I feel like bro just don't care, bro. And he might care later, but I feel like right now, maybe you just gotta allow Rakai to kind of feel the consequences on his own, and maybe he maybe not even get any. You feel what I'm saying? He may go even further with this shit. But yeah, bro, maybe he just needs to like see consequences. I don't know.